Bella's journey began on the cold, unforgiving streets. She was found wandering aimlessly, a shadow of the dog she was meant to be. Each day was a struggle for survival, a constant search for food and shelter in a world that seemed indifferent to her plight. When she was rescued, Bella was thin and scared, her ribs showing beneath her matted fur. The shelter environment, though safe, was overwhelming. The sounds of barking, the unfamiliar smells, and the sheer number of other animals created a constant state of anxiety for the already traumatized dog. Her eyes darted around nervously, constantly scanning her surroundings. She was always on alert, expecting the worst. Every sudden movement, every raised voice sent shivers down her spine. She was searching for kindness, a glimmer of hope in a world that had shown her so little. Before her life on the streets, she had once lived in a cramped cage, a prisoner of circumstance. The memories of that place haunted her, the darkness and confinement a constant reminder of her past. She was forced to have puppies, one after another, her body used and abused for profit. Each litter took a toll, draining her strength and leaving her weaker than before. The cycle seemed endless, a cruel and relentless burden. Her body was tired, worn down by constant breeding and neglect. Her spirit was almost broken, the light in her eyes dimmed by the weight of her experiences. She had almost given up hope of ever knowing a better life. Then, one day, a kind family saw Bella at the shelter. They weren't looking for a perfect dog, just one that needed them. They saw past her fear and her scars, recognizing the gentle soul hidden beneath. They knelt by her kennel, speaking softly and offering gentle words of comfort. They didn't rush her, allowing her to approach them at her own pace. Their patience and understanding began to chip away at the wall she had built around her heart. Bella trembled, her body shaking with a mixture of fear and anticipation. She was unsure if she could trust again, if she dared to believe that these people were truly offering her kindness without expecting anything in return. But a soft hand reached out, slowly and deliberately, offering a gesture of peace. It was an invitation, a silent promise of safety and love. For the first time in a long time, Bella wagged her tail. Just a little, a hesitant flicker of hope. It was a small movement, but it spoke volumes. It was a sign that she was willing to take a chance, to open herself up to the possibility of a better future. The family took Bella home, promising her a life filled with love and security. They understood that healing would take time, but they were committed to providing her with the patience and support she needed. It took weeks, filled with quiet moments and gentle reassurance, but she slowly learned that love was real, that not all humans were cruel. She began to trust, to let go of her fear, and to embrace the warmth and comfort of her new home. She played in the grass, feeling the sun on her fur and the wind in her face, experiencing the simple joys of being a dog. She slept in a warm bed, surrounded by soft blankets and the comforting presence of her family, finally able to rest without fear, and felt safe at last, knowing that she was loved and protected, that she would never have to suffer again. Bella became their loyal friend, a constant source of joy and companionship. Her eyes, once filled with fear, now shone bright with hope and gratitude. Bella's story is not unique. It's a testament to the resilience of the animal spirit and the transformative power of love. Many dogs like her, each with their own heartbreaking past, wait patiently in shelters, hoping for a second chance at happiness. They dream of a loving home, a warm bed, and a family to call their own. Their past is painful, filled with neglect and hardship, but their future can be bright, filled with love, joy, and endless possibilities. With your help, open your heart and your home to a deserving dog, and you'll not only change their life, but you'll enrich your own in ways you never imagined. Behind closed doors, a hidden world exists. Rows of cages stacked in dark sheds, dogs bred for profit, not for love. Their lives are measured in litters, not in laughter. Breeders may claim to care, but many see dogs as business. Puppies are sold online or in pet shops their mothers left behind. The dogs rarely touch grass or feel sunlight. Their only worth is the money they bring. Some breeders operate legally, but many do not. Puppy farms cut corners, ignore health, and hide from the law. The dog's suffering is kept secret, behind high fences and locked gates. This world is easy to ignore. But every time someone buys a bred puppy, this cycle continues. The dogs pay the price. Every year, millions of dogs enter shelters. In the UK alone, over 100,000 dogs are abandoned or surrendered annually. Of these, thousands never find a home. Meanwhile, breeders produce countless puppies. In the US, over 2 million puppies are sold from breeding facilities each year. Yet 1.5 million shelter animals are still euthanized because there aren't enough homes. These numbers tell a hard truth. For every bred puppy sold, a shelter dog waits, and often loses hope. The demand for designer breeds keeps the cycle spinning, while gentle souls sit alone in cages. When people buy instead of adopt, they unwittingly fuel the crisis. The numbers are not just statistics, they are lives, each one waiting for love. Breeding dogs live incredibly hard lives, a stark contrast to the pampered pets many of us know and love. Their existence is often one of constant confinement and relentless breeding cycles. They are deprived of the simple joys that make a dog's life fulfilling. Many are kept in small cages, their worlds reduced to the cold, unyielding bars that surround them. These cages offer little space to move, let alone play or stretch. Never seeing the outdoors, they are denied the warmth of the sun, the feel of grass beneath their paws, and the stimulation of the natural world. Their entire lives are spent within the confines of these artificial environments. Their bodies are used again and again, pushed to their limits with each successive litter. The physical toll is immense, leaving them perpetually exhausted and depleted. With little time to rest, their bodies are constantly preparing for or recovering from pregnancy and nursing. They are given minimal opportunity to recuperate and regain their strength. Females are forced to have puppies every heat cycle, a relentless cycle of reproduction that takes a devastating toll on their health and well-being. This constant breeding leaves them vulnerable to a host of medical problems. Males are used until they are no longer profitable, their value measured solely by their ability to reproduce. Once their fertility declines, they are often discarded, their fate uncertain. The conditions are often dirty, with cages and kennels rarely cleaned. This creates a breeding ground for bacteria and disease, further compromising the dog's health. Food and water may be scarce, leaving the dogs malnourished and dehydrated. Basic necessities are often overlooked in the pursuit of profit. Medical care is rare, and many dogs suffer from untreated illnesses and injuries. Their pain and discomfort are ignored, as long as they can still produce puppies. Unless it means saving money, veterinary attention is often considered an unnecessary expense. Only when a dog's condition threatens its ability to breed will it receive medical intervention. The dogs develop sores from lying on hard, unsanitary surfaces. These open wounds are often left untreated, causing further pain and infection. Lose their fur and suffer in silence, their bodies ravaged by disease and neglect. They endure their suffering without complaint, their spirits slowly broken by their harsh reality. Even when the puppies are sold, bringing in profit, the parents remain, trapped in their cycle of misery. They are left behind, forgotten and alone, to await their next breeding cycle. Their lives are empty, devoid of affection, companionship and purpose. They are treated as mere commodities, their emotional needs completely ignored. Filled only with the sounds of barking and crying, a constant chorus of distress that echoes through the kennels. These sounds are a testament to the suffering and despair that permeates these facilities. There is no play, no opportunity to engage in the natural behaviors that bring dogs joy and fulfillment. Their lives are reduced to a monotonous routine of confinement and reproduction. No joy, no moments of happiness or excitement to break the monotony of their existence. Their spirits are crushed by the constant neglect and deprivation. Just endless waiting for a moment of kindness, a change in their circumstances, or simply an end to their suffering. But the waiting often stretches on indefinitely, with no relief in sight. These dogs are not machines. They are living, breathing beings with the capacity to feel pain, joy, and everything in between. They feel pain, fear, and loneliness, emotions that are amplified by their confinement and neglect. They are desperate for affection and companionship, but their cries often go unanswered. Their suffering is the hidden cost of every bred puppy, a price that is far too high to pay. The demand for purebred puppies fuels this cruel industry, perpetuating the cycle of abuse and neglect. The scars of breeding are not just physical. Dogs bred for profit are often anxious and afraid. Many have never known kindness or play. They flinch at sudden movements, cower from raised hands, and really struggle to trust people. Trauma runs deep. Some dogs stop barking altogether. They have learned that no one listens. Others pace in circles, unable to settle. Simple pleasures like a soft bed or a gentle touch are unknown to them. Recovery is slow. It takes patience, love, and time. Some dogs heal, learning to trust again. Others carry the pain forever with shadows in their eyes. Every bred dog carries a story. Some stories end in hope, but many do not. Their suffering is silent, but it is real. Adopting a dog is an act of kindness. It offers hope where there was none. Each adoption saves 2 lives, the rescued dog and the one who takes its place in the shelter. Adopted dogs offer no hardship, but they also know gratitude. They bond deeply, knowing you chose them when hope was lost. Their joy is real, their love unconditional. Shelter dogs come in all shapes and sizes, young and old, purebred and mixed. There is a perfect match for every home. When you adopt, you give more than a home. You give a future. Adoption changes lives. It breaks the cycle of breeding and abandonment. It is a choice that matters. We often hear about the challenges animals face, the hardships they endure, and the unfortunate circumstances that lead them to shelters. But amidst these stories of adversity, there are also incredible tales of resilience, hope, and transformation. So, let me tell you a few real stories. Stories of animals who have overcome incredible odds, found loving homes, and now live their lives to the fullest. These are stories that will warm your heart and remind you of the power of compassion and second chances. Meet the survivors. These are the dogs who have faced neglect, abandonment, and even abuse, yet have emerged stronger and more loving than ever before. They are a testament to the unwavering spirit of animals and the incredible capacity for healing that exists within them. Max was left behind when a breeder shut down, discarded like unwanted property. He didn't understand why his home was gone, why the people he knew had disappeared. He was thin and frightened, his ribs showing through his matted fur. Every loud noise made him flinch, every sudden movement sent him scurrying for cover. He was a shadow of the dog he was meant to be. But a rescue group stepped in, seeing the potential for love and happiness that still flickered within him. They gently coaxed him into their care, promising him a better future. Today, Max chases balls in his garden, a wide, goofy grin on his face. He leaps and bounds with unbridled energy, finally free to be a dog. His tail wagging with joy, a constant metronome of happiness, a symbol of his complete transformation. He's a different dog now, a testament to the power of love and care. Then there's Lucy, a sweet girl with soulful eyes, who came from a puppy mill where she was forced to produce litter after litter in cramped and unsanitary conditions. Her fur was matted, caked with dirt and grime, her paws raw and bleeding from standing on wire floors. She had never known kindness, never felt the touch of a gentle hand. A foster family nursed her back to health, patiently tending to her wounds, both physical and emotional. They taught her what it meant to be loved, to be safe, to be cherished. And now she snuggles on the sofa every night, nestled between her loving humans, finally understanding what it means to be part of a family, finally safe, finally at peace. Sammy was born on the street, a tiny, vulnerable creature in a harsh and unforgiving world. He scavenged for scraps, dodging cars and wary humans, always on the lookout for danger. He was shy and slow to trust, his eyes filled with a deep-seated fear. Every touch was a potential threat, every voice a possible danger. At the shelter, a volunteer sat with him every day, patiently building a bond of trust, showing him that not all humans were to be feared, just reading stories in a soft, soothing voice, creating a safe and comforting space for Sammy to slowly open up. Sammy learned that not all people are bad, that some humans could offer kindness, compassion, and unwavering support. He found a family who loves him just as he is, quirks and all, providing him with a forever home where he can finally feel safe, secure, and loved unconditionally. These are not rare stories. They are repeated every day in shelters and rescue organizations around the world. Every shelter is full of survivors, each with their own unique story of hardship and resilience, waiting patiently for their chance at a better life, just waiting for their chance to shine, to show the world the love and loyalty they have to offer, to finally experience the joy of being a cherished companion. Their resilience is honestly inspiring, a testament to the indomitable spirit of animals and their ability to overcome even the most challenging circumstances. Their love is a gift, a pure and unconditional offering that enriches our lives in countless ways. They teach us about forgiveness, resilience, and the importance of second chances. Dog breeding doesn't just harm dogs, it hurts whole communities. Local shelters fill up, stretching resources thin. Stray dogs roam the streets, frightened and hungry. Disease can spread, putting people and pets at risk. Illegal breeders often dodge taxes and ignore laws, which drains community funds and makes it hard for good shelters to survive. The focus stays on profit, not on care or compassion. Adopting instead of buying shifts this balance. It supports shelters, not breeders. It encourages kindness, not cruelty. Each adoption is a stand against suffering. Communities are stronger when animals are valued. By choosing adoption, you help create a kinder, safer world. You have power. Your choices matter. Start by adopting, not shopping. Give a shelter dog a second chance. Encourage friends and family to do the same. Support local shelters. Volunteer your time or donate supplies. Share adoption stories on social media. Use your voice to raise awareness about the cruelty of forced breeding. Report illegal breeders. Speak up when you see neglect. Push for stronger laws to protect animals. Every action, big or small, helps break the cycle. Together we can change the world for dogs. It starts with you. The truth about dog breeding is hard to face, but there is hope. Every adoption is a victory. Every rescued dog is a life changed. Imagine a future where no dog is unwanted, where shelters are empty because every animal has a loving home. This future is possible, if we act. You can be a hero. Your choice to adopt sends a message. Dogs are family, not products. Compassion wins. Cruelty loses. Let's build a world where every dog has a chance. The power is in your hands. Adopt, inspire, change lives, starting today.